It turns out the 8.8 pounds was a fluke on my scale. So looking at what happened this week compared to the last couple weeks, it looks like I've lost 3.4 pounds in the past 2 weeks. So not as great as I'd like it to be, but it's still weight loss, so it's still moving in the right direction. Um, so that means I still have 15 more pounds to go instead of that 10 point something that I thought from last week. Um, so that's fine. 15 pounds is still not bad. Um, I'm still very close to my goal and very close to where I want to get to. Um, Overeaters Anonymous is still treating me very, very well as long as I keep up with everything I need to keep up with, like reading the literature, going to meetings, and those kinds of things. I haven't had any issues or concerns. I've had cravings, every night or so, probably, and they last for just a few moments. And I really just want to eat something or another, or order something or whatever. Um, but it passes pretty quickly. So that's great. That means that over time with working this program that the cravings are getting less and less. I don't think they'll ever be gone completely, but being less than they were before is still better. So I'll definitely take that. So let's see what else. I haven't been as motivated to run now that the Couch to 5K program is done. I skipped 2 runs last week and I've skipped 2 runs this week. So I'm still trying to run at least once a week, but I need to figure out what to do those other 2 days if running isn't going to work for me. So I don't have to run. It doesn't have to be my form of cardio. It could be something else. I'm not really picky as long as I'm getting some cardio in and getting some workouts done. We do have a bike piece of equipment in our gym that may be something worth looking into. So that may be something that could keep me occupied for about 30 minutes and give me something to do. I'm not sure yet, though. We'll have to see. So my preferred form of cardio is, of course, hiking. Hiking is my favorite. I really enjoy it very much. The problem is having the time to do it because it does take a while. You can't just hike. I guess you could hike for 30 minutes, but I'd rather at least get a couple hours in if I can, once a week. So that's kind of my preferred method of cardio is hiking. I need to get more hiking in before this backpacking trip so that I can get some more practice in. So there's that. I'm really excited about this upcoming backpacking trip. We have plans. We're starting on the 22nd. And we're going to be starting probably getting on trail around 11 a.m. Because we do need to. It's like a 3 hour drive down there, 2.5 hours. We're meeting and then we're driving. We're leaving a car at the halfway point. We're leaving a car at the start end point so that we can kind of resupply at the halfway point, and kind of go from there. So that'll work out pretty well, I think, and it's a pretty good plan. So I'm excited about that. So we start in less than 20 days, like 17 days. So not that long from now. And yeah, I have pretty much everything already packed because I'm a planner and I want to make sure that everything is ready to go. So I have my food packed up. I have everything else packed up. I've put up my tent once. I've inflated my sleeping pad once. So I know kind of how those things work and how they're going to work on trail at least a little bit. So I'm not surprised by it the first time I try. So that's good. Let's see what else. What else? What else? What else? Oh, as far as food goes, I do have a plan for food. I'm eating. Last time I went for a backpacking trip, I aimed for about 2,200 calories a day, and I'm doing the same again this time. So that means that I'm eating a 2 Lara bars for breakfast, a dehydrated meal for lunch, a dehydrated meal for dinner, and like 4 ounces of cashews throughout the day. So that equals about 2,200 calories, maybe more, maybe a little bit less, depending upon the meal and how many calories are in it. But it should be more, not less. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm super excited about that, ready to go. My food barely fits in my bear can. This is the longest trip I've ever taken. So usually with like 3 days, 3 to 4 days, it's plenty of space. But with 6 days worth of food, because we're planning on 5 days, and if it takes less than that, then great. So that's kind of our plan moving forward. 5 days is about 12 miles a day. So, and then 4 days is about 15 miles a day. So I don't think we can do it in less than 4 days. I mean, we can if we just get really into it and hike a whole lot. But I'm really expecting 4 to 5 days. So we're starting on the 22nd. So we should be done by the 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. By the 26th. And then I may be going to visit a friend who lives very close to the trail the next day and kind of like maybe spending the night there or whatever, depending upon when we finish up the trail. If we finish in the morning, I may just go hang out for a little while. If we finish in the evening, then I may end up spending the night and stuff like that. If, of course, she's available during the day. But yeah, so that's exciting. I'm excited about that. I also decided that I really want to do, I found this yesterday. Um, it's called the Foothills, well, it's called the Trailblazer. Oh, wow, I completely forgot. Basically, Trailblaze Experience or Trailblaze Challenge. Trailblaze Challenge, that's what it's called. So what it is it's a 28.3 mile hike in one day on the Foothills Trail in North Carolina, South Carolina. Um, it's through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, so any money raised goes to them. So basically, what you do is you get a fundraising page where you raise funds. Through that fundraising page, you're paying for your own costs, and then you're also raising money for the Make a Wish Foundation. And apparently, 1 year prior, they make enough money to make some wishes come true for these kids. So it's kind of cool to be part of that. The 28.3 miles is a lot, but I think I could do it. It just really comes down to kind of like hiking all day and hiking more than I'm used to. And especially with like a lighter pack, because I won't be carrying a full pack with me. There will be 3 aid stations along the way, and each aid station will have food at it. So I'll pack, certain things and then have certain things available. So I'll probably bring my stove, probably bring a couple dehydrated meals and some cashews with me, and kind of base it off of that, and then eat some fruit or whatever at the different aid stations to kind of supplement that, because I will need more calories than I will be needing for this upcoming backpacking trip for hiking the 28.3 miles. So it is a 3 day weekend thing. So the first day you're getting some logistics, you're having dinner or whatever together. The second day is the hike, and then the third day is a celebratory like breakfast and hurrah, we did it kind of thing. Um, so I'm really excited about that. Super excited about that, in fact, and the backpacking trip, and that's going to happen in mid-October. So yeah, I have plans for May and October. So I'm pretty excited about that. And if this October thing goes well, I may do it every year, and I may try to do a backpacking trip every year as well. So other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about. Yeah, just doing great, feeling great otherwise. I went to the doctor, and I did update. I haven't updated this yet on Facebook, but we talked about the vasovagal syncope, and kind of what treatment options were for that. Basically, the doctor let me steer the conversation. So he asked kind of what I've been doing, what's been happening since then, and stuff like that. And I told him that I had been doing the salt pills, extra water, and compression stockings. He said basically that keep doing what I'm doing. Those are the three things that they recommend as opposed before medication. He said medication would be like a steroid, so of course that comes with side effects and problems and stuff like that. But he asked me to come back in 2 to 3 months to see him again, to kind of follow up on that and kind of go from there. So they also redid the kidney test. So the results were that my kidney function is pretty close to the same. It was 59, now it's 61. Don't know whether that means it's going up or whether that's just kind of the range that it's sitting in. But my creatinine levels are still high, and my creatinine to bun ratio is low. And everything else looks normal. So, who knows what that means? Everything that I found on the internet about high creatinine levels points to an issue somewhere. I haven't been able to find anyone that just has high creatinine levels, just because. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what the doctor says from here and kind of go from there. Um, so I'm not sure what that means. Sometimes high creatinine levels can be from working out too much, which I don't. And I hadn't before I went in. Um, let's see here. Kidney problems, or what was it? Dehydration, which I wasn't dehydrated. I've been drinking plenty of water, obviously. So now it could be that my body's not absorbing the hydration and working it through like it should be, but my last urine test did show that I was plenty hydrated. So I'm guessing that it's working well enough. And with the addition of the salt tablets and the electrolytes that I'm doing every morning, I imagine that I am staying pretty hydrated. So yeah, it's confusing. I'm not sure what it all means. Hopefully, I'll find out soon from the doctor kind of what the next steps are with that. And I won't have to wait the 2 to 3 months to find out. Hopefully, he gives me a call. But yeah, that's about it. That's everything that's going on with me this week. And yeah, bye y'all.